Hey everybody, it's me, Hulk Hogan, talking to you from beyond the grave, brother.
I thought it was Alex Jones for a second.
Everyone thinks that I sound a lot like Alex Jones. People keep coming up to me. I'm promoting this beer. Well, not anymore, since you may have heard the news that I recently died of cardiac arrest.
Heck. Sorry about that.
I was flying around visiting, breweries and drinking beers, and I had a heart attack somehow.
Wow.
Promoting my... Yeah, well, you may have heard that, but did you also know, and people are really bringing up... stuff that does not matter. And that's, it was exactly 10 years from the controversy around me saying the N-word.
That was a great time. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, it turns out that I felt so sad about that chapter in my life that it literally broke my heart and killed me.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's why I'm coming on your podcast, brother. The Macky Rat podcast to apologize to you, beer drinkers, and all black people out there for, saying the N-word twice and, making people on Twitter and Blue Sky really, celebrate that I died.
Famed racist Hulk Hogan. You believe these guys?
I went my whole life without anyone calling me a racist till it was released on... You know what the most interesting thing about it was? They got that audio from my sex tape.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty great. A lot of people may not remember that. They remember the N-word.
Sex tape. Yeah.
Yeah, they remember the N-word, but they don't remember the sex. Kind of, it's kind of a bummer,
That is a bit of a bummer, yeah. The N-word just stealing your thunder like that.
Yeah, you take you think you're this amazing lover, and everyone's just going to be... horny as hell from watching you famed WWF wrestler throwing some D down. And all they focus on is a little slip of the tongue, as I like to call it.
And we're not talking about cunnilingus either.
No, we're talking about me saying the N-word twice. Anyways, if you all can find it in your hearts to forgive the Hulkster and can take, really bring up all the Hulkmania that's remaining inside of you and support the American Beer Company and MAGA. Anyways, I'll see you all when you die.
Wow, all right. Looking forward to it.
What about plugging our podcast? He's gone. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, you're listening.
See you later, Terry.
Yes, Terry Bollea. Is that his name?
Bollea, yeah.
Bollea. He should have... You know what his... Hulk Hogan is...
Terry Balls.
Yeah, stupid. He should have gone as Terry Bollea and always worn a bolo. That should have been his wrestling.
Yeah. That could be cool, yeah.
And he's like coming in like Texas suits, and he's like, is he from Florida?
Or did he just retire? Actually.
He seems like Indiana or like, something like that type of guy,
I was going to say he could be like Canadian or something. A lot of wrestlers are Canadian. He is from Georgia.
No way, it's Canadian. I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of wrestlers are Canadian.
I'm sure there are. I'm just saying that if they're like, out of
all American,
he's from Canada, but his thing is like, his theme song is real American. That would be great irony.
I believe that there are some Canadians that are more American than anybody else these days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's passé to be in love with Hulk. Loving America died with Hulk Hogan, I'm going to say.
Yeah,
He was the last guy to really loved America. Is his beer company's name. I wish I asked Steve about his beer. He probably drinks it all the time.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to do that.
He's a lot like Hulk Hogan.
Steve's pouring one out for Hulk.
Steve is a lot like Hulk Hogan. Absolutely. No, he isn't. Yeah, he's like pouring it, and then he's moving at the speed of light beneath it and having it dump into his mouth.
Yeah.
Not wasting a drop of that sweet Hogan All-American beer. Watching
Lying
his
on
sex
the floor and then pouring it above his head.
Yeah, putting on the sex tape.
Rubbing one out to the holster.
No. Fast forwarding to the inward part. just clicking back and having that replay over and over in the dark room, sobbing.
A being the N-word over and over.
Anyways, that should be good. That's
a great way to play the tape.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the best way to watch a sex tape.
That's a hot sex tape, yeah.
Anyways, I didn't watch it. I've never watched any celebrity. I didn't watch the Kim Kardashian thing. I didn't watch the Pamela Anderson thing. It doesn't interest me.
Yeah, I'm not big on that myself.
The good stuff about celebrities is the allure of seeing them nude, or getting like a little side boob in a movie, not watching them have sex. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. A little wardrobe malfunction here and there.
Yeah, maybe. If even. I'm not interested. I'm interested in if I'm going to watch someone have sex, I want to see a regular broad with all her imperfections, if not even more imperfections. Like a big fat broad.
Yeah, that's true. Normal broads are definitely hotter.
Yeah, people are like, oh, this and that. Not even normal, irregular, That's what I like.
Character.
Yeah, give me some character
and flaws.
Absolutely. Lots of flaws.
Yeah, most celebrities kind of just look better with clothes on, honestly.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Except for the clothes they wear these days because they're so fucking weird, It's like Judco jeans. Like, you seen Justin Bieber lately? He looks insane. Anyways, he's alive, though. We're not here to talk about living celebrities. We're here to talk about dead ones. I'd like to see that, a dead celebrity sex tape, like someone's fucking Hulk Hogan now that he's dead.
Yeah, that's cool. Pumping him full of drugs to get him hard. Yeah, just like bouncing on him. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
That'd be a great way to go out. A black
chick. You could say you fucked Hulk after he died. That's quite a claim to fame.
Oddly specific.
Yeah,
really specific that one.
I'm known for having sex with dead Hulk Hogan.
Deceased Terry Bollea.
Not many people could say that.
No. What if
famed Georgian?
Famed Georgian, yeah, the most famous person out of Georgia ever, except for the devil.
That's true.
Is that song? That what song? True. Yeah.
The devil did go down to Georgia.
Or he came. Yeah, he went down to Georgia. He wasn't born there. If I had to guess, though, he would be born there too.
Yeah, probably a fucking suburb or something.
Yeah, it's really devilish territory, Georgia. I think.
Some disgusting suburb of Georgia.
Yeah, with that antebellum crap and stuff like that.
Listening to the band Antebellum too.
Yeah, listening to the band Antebellum. The black chick one, not the ones that the Dixie Chicks stole. Lady Antebellum. Oh, well, anyways, I don't know. Anyways, you're listening to the Macky Rap podcast. Hopefully this intro got people more hooked. Because last week our intro did not seem to be working so well with our average view duration being only 42 seconds.
Wow. And we talked about Epstein. Like, I would think that people would love to hear about Epstein.
They want to get hooked in at the beginning, and then who knows? I personally have never listened to a podcast all the way through, so I wouldn't even know.
Well, yeah, neither. Fuck that shit.
Anywho, we are the Macky Rap podcast, and we talk about movies, news, our personal lives, and pop culture. And celebrity deaths checks the box for all of them most of the time. And we've had a number of deaths recently, huh?
We have, yeah.
Who are some? We got Hulk. We talked about Hulk. Should we talk about Hulk a little bit more?
Well, it's up to you. I don't know. Thought we covered most of it.
We did cover most of it. There was Hulkmania.
Hulkmania, yep.
He said the N-word.
Yep.
Then so there's Hulkmania. Yeah. Nothing happened for a long time. Then he said the N-word.
Didn't he have a TV show where he was like I don't know. I might be conflating the bounty hunter, the dog, the bounty hunter show, but I feel like he had a show that was very similar to that one.
Yeah, he was risking his life to say, no, there was a show called Thunder in Paradise, I believe that was the name of it. That was kind of like a, I don't know, Dog the Bounty Hunter meets Knight Rider type, like Magnum PI. He's like, you know who was cool? Magnum Tom Selleck. Yeah, he had a TV show.
Yeah, that was not the TV show I was thinking of, but yeah, he did have that. Yeah.
Then he had a reality show, I think, about his daughter.
Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah, Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah, his daughter. Yeah.
We knew he gave great dating advice for dads. Yeah. For sure.
Don't you go date those darkies, honey.
No. Boop. Who did he have sex with? I feel like he had sex with his daughter, but I know that's not the case.
No, he had sex with his friend's wife, who I think was okay with it.
Oh, he's a swinger. They're swingers.
Yeah, that's how it got taped. Like, he's like, yeah, sure, you can bang my wife just right in that room over there. And he had a camera installed in the location beforehand.
Oh, it was Epstein. It was George and Epstein. Florida Epstein. Probably still a Jew. That's the thing. That's where Hulk Hogan really made a mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where we all make
trusting
mistakes.
A Jew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we did talk about him mostly, but there's one last super good factoid that we left out.
Oh, yeah?
But it also is, closely tied to his son.
All right.
He loved Toyota Supras.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a Supra fan. He owned one, and he bought his son one and souped it out, which the son would later go on to crash, killing his so-called best friend. Yeah, so needless to say, Hulk Hogan was a pretty great guy.
Pretty cool dude, for sure. All around cool guy.
Like, it's like, I don't know, I guess people care. His last interview was on Fox News.
Really?
Yeah. He was talking about...
Which Supra are we talking about? Like the 90s Supras?
Yeah. I think so. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Toyota Supra. Let's see what comes up here. Hulk's insane Toyota Supra. YouTube. Hulk Hogan didn't know best. Nick Hogan didn't know best when crashing his Toyota Supra, killing his friend. That's a great title.
It's a yellow Supra too.
That was the son's. His was green.
Green, yeah, I'm looking at that one too.
Yeah, nice job, Hulkster. Anywho,
it's not the first color I would have picked for a Supra.
Not for a Hulk Hogan either. Hulk Hogan should have had the yellow one, like his iconic headband, and his son should have gotten the green one.
Or a red one. Like yellow and red, classic.
Well, yeah, yellow
Hulk colors.
Yellow or red with yellow writing on it that says Hulkmania. That'd be a badass Supra, dude.
I think I'm seeing some other one that I don't know if this was his or not, but I'm seeing another picture of one. This should have been his if it wasn't.
Does it say Hulkmania on the side on it? Although, yeah, this is really important.
I think it does say it was Hulk something. Oh, no, that's a Viper, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is a Viper.
Yeah.
This thing looks sick.
That's a fucking Hulk car right there.
This does look like the Hulk's car. This is just someone who loves the Hulk. That's how trash these people are. Look at this thing. This should have been the McDonald's.
Somebody who just wishes he was Hulk Hogan.
There are a lot of people like that have like that style, like that. I mean, he's just a biker later on, He's kind of like just like
pretty much, yeah.
I've been seeing this stuff about bikers, and they seem really cool. I'm gonna make my I'm starting. It's gonna be a biker gang, but we call ourselves the NWO because I'm also weary of the Illuminati, I guess. Yeah, he rules, man. He's dead though, so he died of a heart attack, and it seemed to be a case of like the who's the comic book guy that the agent was beating, the old guy.
I don't know.
I'm Marvel's Excelsior. It's me. Beaten to death by his producer, comic book artist, con man, Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. Yeah. The guy who we love to talk about.
Yeah,
all I could think of was Spike Lee, and I knew that wasn't right. Spike
Lee and Stan Lee should have been in a buddy cop thing.
A Stan Lee joint.
Yeah, a Stan Lee joint. It combines their names, but it happens to just be Stan Lee. Spike Lee would be real pissed about that. But anyways, they should have been like on a team together, and then it's like an elderly Stan Lee and a Spike Lee who's pretty old, but he seems like he could still get around. And then he's like, maybe if we just do that. He's like, man, shut the fuck up, this and that. I'm Spike. I don't give a fuck about you, you old Jew. And he's like, well, when you say that, Spike, it hurts my feelings. But I know, we'll solve this murder. And he's like, man, what the fuck am I doing here? That'd be such a great movie.
Buddy cop movie.
Buddy cop movie where Spike Lee's just constantly like pissed that he has to spend so much time with his old... Actually, I don't know if Stan Lee was Jewish. He seems like he is, but I don't know.
He does seem like he is, yeah.
Anyways, that'd be a badass movie with his Kangol hats on and stuff. He's like, give me I got an idea. Let me have your Kangol hat. He's like, man, I'm not giving you my Kangol hat. This and that.
You must be out your damn mind.
He's like, Spike, he's getting away. Let me see. He's like, man, fuck you, Jew. This and that. He's like, he got away again. He's like, yeah. Now that I think about it, what was your plan? He's like, I was going to throw it like a boomerang. He's like, man, you're crazy. You're crazy, Stan. That's how it works, man. We'll get him later, though. That'd be such a great movie, dude. I'd love to see a Stan Lee joint. Anyways, he died. We have other celebrities we're going to talk about, but before that, I want to talk about Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
The ever-present co-host to this show and companion to me. And, all around, great guy. What's going on in your life? Because we talk about movies, we talk about television like Thunder in Paradise. Another I didn't see one episode of that show. You ever seen Thunder in Paradise?
No.
I mostly just watched cartoons. I think it was when I was pretty young. I mostly just watched cartoons back then,
Hey, I barely even remembered that it was something that existed.
I just remember it because I thought it was strange in every single episode. When I did watch it, in every single episode, he was hunting down a black guy. I guess there were red flags kind of leading towards the Jew sex tape.
The sex tape, also known as the N-word tape.
Yeah, it's way more famous for that. He wasn't throwing D and she wasn't throwing A. They were just throwing the N-word around all willy-nilly. Yep, that's something people need to learn. You shouldn't throw it around all willy-nilly.
No, absolutely not. You never know who's recording.
Yeah. Some Jew or Jew-like individual. Anyways, let's talk about our personal lives. What's going on with you, buddy? Buddy, old pal?
Nothing, I don't think. Playing Breath of the Wild. Been spending a lot of time doing that.
They should have made a tie-in mint with Nintendo called Breath of the Wild. And it's like a cool... it's like got Zelda. How much money would that make? Billions, I bet.
Yeah, Nintendo fans will buy absolutely anything.
Yeah, they're retarded.
Pretty much. Autistic, retarded,
Yeah.
etc.
You like Breath of the Wild, though.
It's incredible. Really good.
It's old, though. Old game, right? Older.
2017. Yeah. Switch launch game.
Oh, it came out at launch?
Yeah, it came out for both the Wii U and the Switch.
That's all I know is Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. I don't know anything else about the Switch.
That's pretty much all you need to know. Everything else is trash.
And it was a launch game.
Yep.
Do they have like a Wii Sports like game for Nintendo or anything like that?
They did make a sports centric game for the Switch. Yeah, I forget what it's called. Maybe it's called something. I don't know. Let me look.
Not as good. Not as good as Wii Sports, I'm guessing.
No, predictably enough, it was called Nintendo Switch Sports.
Good name. Excellent name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. As a Switch aficionado and, great guy. You don't need it. You don't. People these days, they're like, oh, this and that, Oh, it's good to know that Van has to shut her mouth now because on the list of red flags for dating a guy thing, they have a new revised one, and playing video games is no longer on there.
Oh, thank God.
So that's it. We're
vindicated.
Now. Yep.
Caleb that,
women. And I both are now legible bachelors.
Guess who's back on the market?
Yeah, take that. T app. Have you heard of this T app thing?
No.
Oh man. Yeah, it's luckily we're thank God unaffected by this, But there's this app that's the most popular app right now, and it's just for women. And you have to verify yourself and show your license, have them do a face scan thing.
Spread your pussy open for the camera.
Yeah. This shows that you are a real woman. And then you get to go on this app called T and talk shit against men. Like post their pictures and be like, here's the red flags about. I presume it's all like, I don't want to be Hulk Hogan-esque here, but I presume it's mostly like white guys and black guys. And they're like, here's the...
I wonder what the T stands for.
It is... I don't know where it originates from, but there was a saying that I guess is popular enough for this app to be called still that's like tea. And it's like tea time, and it's like talking. They use it to like talk.
T-E-A.
Yeah, T-E-A. And
yeah, like spilling the tea.
Spilling the tea. Gotcha. And then the most, it really gained momentum with the normie crowd when there was a Lipton iced tea picture of Kermit drinking tea. Like, in his extra gay fashion as he always does. Like drinking tea like the gayest way possible. And that's when people really started. They were spreading that meme a lot. And then eventually people just got so lazy to not share it and let that meme die and just call it tea. And that's where this app comes from, where people women only, can post pictures of men and basically slander them.
I remember there used to be an app like that for men where you could just like talk about women and post their pictures, and I guess it led to like some gang rapes or something, so they had to take that down.
Wow. I'm gonna have to. We'll look into that story, folks. We'll bring that up next week. That's a good app. This
it's a good app for sure. Yeah.
This one for women, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even understand how it's legal to be made. It's definitely like sexist.
Sure. Yeah.
But the one for men only that led to a gang rape. This is gonna be great for YouTube. That is a good. I'm gonna say that's a good app, a great app.
Great app. Even.
I wonder what it's called. If the woman one's called T, what's the men's one called?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm gonna kill you, you stupid bitch. Just type in if you type in
Bitches.
if you type I am, it'll pre-fill the iOS store or the Android store will pre-fill the rest of it, and it's I'm gonna get you, bitch. And it's only for men. You have to verify yourself. This T-app stuff. I mean, both of them sound very not. We should make an app.
Yeah.
Can't we just rip off Flappy Bird? Can't we just put a Mario skin or a Breath of the Wild skin in a Flappy Bird thing and have AI make that and put it on the App Store?
I think you could if there weren't a Mario skin, yeah. I mean, once you start doing Mario skin stuff, then probably not. But yeah, Flappy Bird, you could do a Flappy Bird clone for sure.
We'll call it Clone or Bitches.
Bitches.
Well, anyways, someone already hacked their. It turns out that this thing that's for women by women does not have the security protocols that other apps do. And someone already hacked it and released a bunch of like women's pictures and driver's license information stuff.
That's awesome.
Probably someone who's definitely on the T app. Probably this guy is probably the reason why the T app exists. And that's also why he had to
exactly.
Take it down a notch.
I don't like all these women talking about.
I don't like women besmirching the good name of men. And Hulk Hogan. I bet there's so many. I bet Hulk Hogan's on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, they'll have to open it up, and then we'll be able to see. We'll be able to see if the Hulkster's on there. I don't like these things. Wait, what?
Maybe the male version is just called MGTOW.
MGTOW would be sick, yeah. That's cool. Like this one supposedly exists, like protect women, but these days it's like no man could be like, or maybe there's just like 10 guys that are like, this is it. They're getting old of pussy now, because no man cannot be like on. There's no man who's I shudder to think what Vanessa thinks about me, let alone if she could share that anonymously, Seems bad.
Yeah, you might end up getting gang raped.
Yeah, I might get murdered. I'll have some crazy, body positivity
all women crew.
Yeah, that's all I need. It'll be like that movie Kung Fu Hustle when the Axe Gang comes, but it'll be all like plus size women and like
yeah,
people from like teachers and shit like that.
Yeah, Karens.
That's all I need.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
That does sound awful. It's a horrible way to die, beaten to death by a bunch of old purses that were stacked up in a corner, like Vanessa's stacks of purses all over the house that when I ask her to throw away, she threatens to divorce me.
Shut up!
I need this old purse that is covered in soot and dust from not being used for 10 years.
I need this purse that was sitting outside Christian's smokehouse, collecting soot
all over it. It's a Marc Jacob.
She really does not care about those bags. Damn.
We could have like a resale, like an eBay store. Well, anyways, so that's the T app. It seems pretty bad. I don't like this T app thing one bit.
I love the fact that it was hacked, though. That's great.
That is great. That'll teach those women to. I don't like anything where you have to upload your driver's license. I just had to do that to do the employment EDD stuff here in California. Like you can't file a claim without doing all this crazy stuff, and you can't do it over the phone. And I don't believe you could do it at the EDD offices. Even you have to do it all online.
That's weird.
But they do this thing that's like IDs you, and you have to scan your ID. I did not like that.
Did you hear about how they might be making porno sites like that?
You have to scan your ID?
Yeah, they're trying to pass some, like, I don't know, child protection thing that requires adults to, like, definitively prove that they're adults. So you're not going to be able to just go to, like, Pornhub.com. You're going to have to, like, sign up for some thing that proves your identification. Yeah, you gotta like scan your ID, take a picture, whatever, stuff like that. I think they're doing that in the UK also.
Oh, great! That's great for
Very
them
awesome.
building a psychological profile on everyone in the entire world, including their pornographic.
The collecting the exact types of porno that you like. Yeah, very cool.
I don't care. I think it's a good idea, actually. I had not heard about that. Well, there's no way that passes. In the UK is so stupid. I've said that a million times. These people in the UK are insane. But I don't think that mark my words. This is one of these things that I'm certain will not blow up in my face like all these times. Mark my words. It's already got through.
No, not already. But the ACLU tried to get it stopped in court. Like, I forget the first stage of it. Essentially, they tried to get that stopped, and the Supreme Court was like, "Nah, it can go ahead." So now it goes to, like, I don't know, some sort of markup or something where they actually start to do implementation of it, and who knows whether or not that'll actually get allowed or not. But probably not. But who knows?
I was gonna say it seems like a bad idea until you told me the ACLU tried to stop it.
Yeah.
Now I do think that it might be. I'm not certain if it's a bad idea or not, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They say it messes up. I mean, I'm sure it does. I don't know if kids should be. It's
Supreme Court sides with Texas age verification law for porn sites. Yeah,
I agree. I'm for it. I guess. I don't
I'm
know.
all for it.
I don't know. I don't think
Keep
it
the
did
porn out
me.
of the
Yeah,
kids'
yeah,
hands.
absolutely. I don't think watching pornography growing up. Thank God. I mean, it wasn't like this. It was like pictures and stuff, you know. But
yeah, exactly. It wasn't like, oh my God, look at this 4K, hour-long video of a broad spreading herself or something. Yeah, it was just like you got to wait 5 minutes just for one image to load.
Yeah, that was much more. I think it's a better way to get pornography. Like, if you do, okay, so they have the ID thing, right? You scan your ID, you're 18, you can watch full psychologically damaging pornography movies.
Yeah.
But you opt out. You say no, you don't want to show your ID. Then they deliver porn to you in the old-fashioned way, where you have to.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, think about that.
Then you're on 56K basically. Yeah, no videos, slow loading picture. You got to make sure that this is a girl you want to see naked because it's going to take minutes for it to load each picture.
Yeah, that is the
smart. Yeah, that's
the ACL. You know, send an email to the ACLU about that. See if that's a nice meeting.
I think they'd be happy with that compromise for sure.
Exactly. It's a nice compromise. Perfecto. Anyways, we kind of got off topic there too, but other celebrities have died. Ozzy Osbourne died.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He famously, people love Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know why, but I mean, he's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't know. You know, you an Ozzy fan? Would you go to Ozfest?
No, I would not. No, I don't care for his music. I thought the TV show was mildly interesting just because nobody could understand what the fuck he was saying. That was funny.
I'm surprised that he didn't have an N-word moment too, but
I'm sure he must have. I mean, he absolutely must have.
Sharon, we got these bloody they're trying to this N-word is. He had a.
It was just constantly edited out of his TV show.
Yeah, he's like using it. Yeah. That's sick. Constantly. Like, every other seed he's throwing it around. That's sick, dude. You know,
this is a nightmare to edit the show.
I'm sure China's really sad about it.
Go on.
Well, I mean, I presume they're all big. You know, because Ozzy Osbourne bit a head off a bat.
Sure, yeah.
And then Chinese people love biting heads off bats. That's how COVID got started.
Yep.
Or maybe the person who started it was just a huge Ozzy fan.
That could be, yeah.
Ozzy had a very Chinese outlook, you know? Like, if you think about it, biting a head off a bat. The way he dressed and stuff.
Did you hear that his excuse for doing that was he thought it was a rubber bat? He didn't know it was actually alive.
Yeah, he lifted up and was like, "This rubber, this is incredible rubber. This rubber feels exactly like a fucking bat."
It's all just like ree. His face, like, wow, it's so realistic.
This rubber technologies have really. The other day, one of my mates left a rubber poo on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, this is incredible, though." He's like, "Well, all right, Batty."
I better bite it just to make sure it truly is fake.
Yeah, it's like a gold coin.
Yeah, exactly.
I think why try to cover it up after all these years in such a lame way? It's like the most ridiculous way. He should just been like.
I thought it was rubber. It's like something a child comes up with.
Even a child, if I like put a real bat in a child's hand, even if it was lifeless, it would immediately drop it because it feels so foreign. You know?
Yeah, it's this hairy, tiny rat-like mammal, flying mammal.
If I thought it was rubber. What an idiot. It turns out that I'm mentally retarded. I have a disease that makes everything feel like rubber. I'd be like, maybe.
That's a cool disease.
Yeah, he has rubberitis. So, I bet there's a disease out there like that. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let's see. Ozzy's becoming more. His story's becoming more believable by the second.
Yeah.
A disease that makes everything feel like rubber. This is perfect. Hyperrealistic skin information. No.
There you go.
No, that's just what causes hyperrealistic skin
Rubberitis
syndrome. Well, I'm going to do some more research into this.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that for sure.
I'm sure there's a hyperrealistic skin-itis that is... well, anyways, Ozzy Osbourne died, and he was only 76 years old. Do you know that?
Yeah, not too old.
He looked like he was like... I thought he was the oldest man in America.
Yeah, he did look impressively aged.
Yeah, that's a nice way of describing it. I thought they'd be like, Ozzy Osbourne's doing this concert. I'm like, wow, he's still performing after being the oldest man in America. That's amazing, dude.
The oldest rock star to ever perform live.
He should have he should have bitten a head off a bat instead of doing it just one time and then lying about it years later. He should have just bit the head off a bat every show to this day. Where he's like,
yeah, he should have definitely brought it back recently at least, and then been like, I thought it was rubber again. Damn, these bats.
Yeah, he's like making a joke about it. He's like, hey, everybody, look at all these rubber bats I have here. This right here, this is just a rubber bat. He's like,
and here's another rubber bat. He's got like a whole crate full of bats.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's insane.
It's definitely an animal cage. They're like hanging and shit.
It's just, yeah,
ghoulish.
That's sick, dude. Sense of darkness for sure.
He barely has time to even perform. He's just constantly stuffing bats in his mouth.
Yeah. That's like him loving it, actually. Now that I think of it, it'd actually be better if he didn't like it. If he had to do it like just because fans wanted it, I think that would be better.
Oh, he's like, oh, God.
He's like,
here's what you came for, like, I guess.
Thank you. I don't know. Atlanta, probably not many fans in Atlanta. Thank you, Atlanta. And then they're like, he's like, I'll see you next time. And he's like, they're like, do it. Bad. All right. I thought you guys would love the show so much that you forgot about that. But all right.
I was hoping you'd forgotten, but okay, all right.
Bring out the crate.
Pass me the bads.
The crate's just like... push. Oh, yours had wheels. Nice. That's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah. Mine was rusty wheels.
Mine's just a box being shoved slowly across the stage floor.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right. Oh. Wow. That's sick, dude. Ozzy. All right, then I'm gonna be.
Thank you, Georgia.
I watched this video where he left the stage by he sits in he does the performances from this giant chair throne, and then they just wheeled him off in the it was like Dave Blunt's concert.
I was just about to say that. It probably Dave Blunt.
Dave Blunt might be the most greatest artist of all time. Now that I think about it.
Ozzy just on a couch with an oxygen tank.
Yeah, that's basically it. Probably bad for a young man to be in the same position as Ozzy Osbourne, but he for sure probably had an oxygen tank and stuff. All that stuff does rock, though, you know. Well, anyways, on the opposite side of the song spectrum, Chuck Mangione died.
I don't even know who this is.
It's part of the King of the Hill remake curse. So he was a popular celebrity guest.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in a few episodes, you know, they'd be like Chuck Mangione, and he'd be like in the background or doing something, or he's like at some, you know, whatever, self-help group, like a 12-step program group, you know, and he's been in the show. But he died before remake came out. And then also Dale Gribble's voice actor and the Indian guy, John Redcorn's voice actor, both died. So basically everyone's dying on the show.
Yeah.
I hope everybody does die. That'd be sick. Then it'd be like a real curse, you know?
Yeah, hopefully Mike Judge isn't next.
Yeah, Mike Judge dies. That's great. Anyways, wow, we are not...
At least it wasn't Luigi Mangione, though.
Yeah, thank God. Luigi Mangione, you know, it'd be a great twist if he was Chuck Mangione's son.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, my dad was Chuck Mangione. Forget about it. I didn't do it because I hate my dumb horn playing father.
And stupid fucking trumpet flugelhorn motherfucker.
It's a trumpet, yeah. I fucking hate his fucking trumpet. He used to play it all the time. He'd punish me by playing it really loud in my fucking ear.
That would be a pretty asshole-ish thing to do, yeah.
Yeah,
tooting a fucking trumpet right in your face. Jesus.
That is pretty abusive, damn.
Absolutely. Just blowing out your eardrums.
Yeah. Well, you know, that was part of his later medical issues that he couldn't get help with that led to him shooting a CEO 20 times in the back.
True, yeah.
You know?
I've been deaf in this one ear and I just wanted to see a doctor.
My father made me deaf by playing a trumpet. Luigi, God bless him. He's still alive, right? He didn't kill himself yet.
No, he has not suicided himself.
Okay. Good. Anyways, not much to talk about with Chuck Mangione life. He on this list that I'm spitting out here, he is for sure the very bottom for presumably using the N-word.
True, yeah. I wouldn't see it from him, I guess. Especially
because the last two we have on this list. Oh no, actually, there is one more, but he's still below him. Malcolm Jamal Warner died.
Yeah, the blackest name you'll ever hear.
Yeah, great name.
Strong black name.
Absolutely, definitely a great name, and he grew up to be a big black guy too. So I mean, there's a lot in the name, right? Because he did look pretty big, you know.
Yeah.
And he was on the Cosby Show, I think.
Yeah, many different shows. Cosby Show, Different World, all the spinoffs.
Yeah, he was on The Resident, most famously. Vanessa was like, he was on The Resident. And I was like, yeah, That's great that that's his legacy now. Being on some
The Resident.
dumbass fucking phone it in hospital show, hospital drama show. Yeah.
I don't even know that show, I don't think.
Well, more people do than the Cosby Show now, I'd imagine. Unfortunately for old MJ Dubs. But
The
you
Resident.
absolutely you'd be surprised with how many shows he was on.
The Resident Evil.
Yeah, he was in Resident Evil. He was like, they made me Wesker, man. Thank God. Thank you, DEI.
They made me some evil white guy.
I'm Wesker now, y'all. The craziest fact, though, he could swim. But not well enough, because he drowned.
Not well enough to survive a fucking riptide, yeah.
Yeah, in Costa Rica.
What the hell? This has to be like the least famous hospital show ever.
It's less famous than the one about the retarded guy. I know that. I hate that one. That one's like evil. I used to watch a few TV. I'd walk in and Van would be watching something. And there's this show with like a doctor who's retarded.
Yeah, The Good Doctor, I think.
Yeah, The Good Doctor.
He has autism.
Yeah, he has autism.
Yeah, we have Good Doctor. We have Grey's Anatomy, ER.
Doogie
Howser, House MD, The Pit.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this one, but this is fucking terrible.
It's, it's a generic hospital show. Like all those shows. Except for Doogie Howser.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as all of them. It's just the budget. Oh, Scrubs, that's another one.
Yeah, Scrubs sucks. All those shows suck. Forget it. Anyways, Malcolm Jamal Warner was a good... He should have been given...
Famed swimmer. Yeah.
Famed black guy who could swim. And he died. Anyways, I don't really care too much about celebrity deaths, but I guess out of the whole list, Malcolm Jamal Warner is probably the biggest, I don't like the loss, but he was pretty young and he was pretty good actor. What I did see on the Resident Actor, I was like, he's actually a pretty good actor. Anyways,
he is good, yeah.
He had a storied career, and it's kind of sad.
For sure, yeah. He's laying it down for the black community, for sure.
Yeah, but not like this other. I mean, he's not a celebrity, but I see him as a celebrity now. And I call him, I should have looked up his name, maybe, but I call him 20-pound chain guy.
20-pound chain guy is pretty great, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what happened? Maybe you could let us know about 20-pound chain guy while I look up his name.
So, there was a woman, I guess, who was getting an MRI. She had some sort of condition where she needed to get an MRI. MRI, for those who are unaware, work on the principle of magnetism. Basically, a very strong helium-cooled electromagnet that can scan your body, and it's just an imaging device very much similar to an X-ray. So she's getting an MRI, and while she was getting that done, her husband was in the room with the technician just waiting. And apparently, I guess, she was wrapping it up, or maybe she was feeling uncomfortable or whatever, and she fell off the machine, and she called for her husband, who was in the other room. And a great husband that he was, just bolted into the room with the MRI machine still in operation. And I guess apparently he was wearing a 20-pound chain with a heavy-duty lock at the tied, looped onto it, that he used for weight training. And, chain like any other chain. It wasn't a gold chain or anything. It was a regular iron magnetic chain. So MRI machine basically just snatched his ass right out the air and suffocated him.
Would it do it quickly? Actually,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
More important than that, could you pull back on it and be like, ugh, or is it just like whipping you?
Oh, no way. This thing is it's like you tying it to a Ford F-150 or something. You're not pulling back on shit. This thing is snatching your ass completely out of the air. It doesn't matter if you have 20 dudes on the other end of you. This thing is taking your neck.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's a cool ass way to die. That's up there. I would go out that way.
Yeah, they should do that as a form of execution or something. Capital punishment. MRI machine with a chain around your neck.
Yeah. This is a terrible. You've chosen one of the more terrifying ones. Excellent.
Yeah, I'd like to have a 20-pound chain placed around my neck and turn on an MRI machine.
I love 20-pound chain. I love how that's bad. That's like something out of Final Destination.
Yeah, it is exactly like something out of Final Destination. Yes.
They should have like a black Final Destination. You know, where it's like a guy died, chain related death. I imagine most of them
just a bunch of chain deaths.
Yeah, I imagine most of them would be like chain related or drowning. So, but they think
drowning
of creative
in like
ways.
A foot of water.
Yeah, it's like they all should be like, no, actually, this makes perfect sense. They should all be like at like white people related things, you know, for the deaths to be more crazy. They're like, man, Sophia, you don't need a MRI, bitch. And then she's like, no, they say I gotta get one. He's like, all right then. And then he's like there, and she's like, could you help me get up? Could you help me get up, Keith? That's his name. I looked it up. It's Keith McAllister.
Keith, yeah, that's right.
Cool Keith. And he's like, and he's like, hold up, I'll bread it. He's like, oh, don't go in there, Keith. He's like, bitch, shut your ass up, white boy.
Mr. McAllister.
It's just like Sam and Spike Lee. He's like, man, shut your white ass up. Look at this chain I got. He's like, I know, that's the problem.
What the fuck to do, homie?
That rules.
Yeah.
Kicks open the door.
That black people typically never would be involved in. That's what they do.
Know how to use magnets and shit. Damn, man. He's talking to Hulk Hogan.
Ain't nobody warn me about this shit.
That's what they're suing them for. Negligence. Yeah. I mean, that would be. You think if you're getting an MRI and they're like, so this is the MRI today, Miss McAllister. And it's like, what do you have on your neck? And he's like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's just a 20-pound chain. And he's like, yeah, you need to take that to your car right now.
Yeah. If I'm the technician, I'd be like, sir, I'm gonna need you to wait like outside of the hospital, actually, if you want to leave that thing around your neck. I would be taking no chances.
It is kind of
just like an insane thing to be wearing, even in the room immediately adjacent to the MRI room.
It's an insane thing to be like wearing just at like a physical.
It's like he might as well be wearing like a fucking suit of plate mail armor or something. Like, sir.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So, anyways, Sophia, we'll be Mr. McAllister. What are you wearing? It's like, he lifts up like the face cover thing. He's like, oh, this is just a medieval iron fucking.
This is just my chainmail.
Knight's armor is all. And he's like, yeah, I see that. You need to get out of here right fucking now, dude. What are you doing?
Comes in looking like the fucking Tin Man Wizard of Oz.
That's badass, dude. This is just my authentic, actually made out of iron, 1926 Tin Man outfit from the Wizard of Oz. I wear it for strength training. And he's like, yeah, well, why Wizard of... Anyways, you need to get out of here.
It's very impressive, Mr. McAllister, but...
You shouldn't
this
wear
my
that.
Custom made. I got this off Etsy. It cost me $35,000 for a full suit of armor.
I just thought the Tin Man aesthetic would be, pretty cool. Yeah, it is. I guess. I mean,
it's very cool. Yes.
It's not that cool. It's a musical, but whatever.
Are you familiar with magnets, sir?
Yeah. Let me talk to you about magnets. Damn, we're late in. 53 minutes in. I wanted to talk about this last guy, but. We'll just say the last celebrity. God, we should have started with McAllister. I could talk about him all day. He rules.
Yeah, he is. He rules for sure.
And then there's this guy, Sam Haskell Jr.
I don't know who that is.
He's the son of a Hollywood producer, and he just killed himself, unfortunately.
Huh.
He killed 3 people. He killed...
Really?
Yeah, and you're like, oh my God, this guy
He's
had
the
it
son of
all.
Sam.
How could he kill these people? He had everything, you know?
Hmm.
It turns out, before we are so, like, judgmental, let me let you know who he killed.
Okay.
May Haskell, age 37, her mother Yan Xiang Wang, and her stepfather Gao Shan Li. So I'm just saying, like, people are like, this guy's a horrible murderer, but, it's like, I don't know. That's a lot of Chinese people to be surrounded by all the time, I imagine.
Yeah, who was, I mean, why did one of them have the last name Haskell? Was it his wife or something?
Yeah, I presume so. He
Okay.
married a Chinese woman. It probably was just like one time. He was probably completely normal until this one time when they came over and was like, "What do you mean I can't take all of your toilet paper?" And he's like, "That's it. I've had enough."
You're not doing your podcast this tonight, Sam. And then he just flipped, and that was it.
No, she wouldn't say that. She'd do things to, like, upset him. She'd be like, "Oh, you wanted to go to the park with your son, and you say that all the time, but I took him out all night. I didn't know." And he's like, "God damn!" And then Gao Shan Li's like, "Everything she says is right, man." And he's like, "That's
Why
it.
are you such a useless white man?
Yeah, you do.
You're so stupid.
You're so stupid and dumb." And he's like, "Yeah, stupid. You should have known that. You should have known that."
That's the trap. You don't fall for these Chinese women, hot though they may be. This is what's gonna happen.
It's beyond that. We've been sold
insane.
a lie. No, it goes beyond that. We've been sold a lie that they're like, these women are completely different than American
Oh
women.
yeah. They're so docile and compliant.
Yeah, let me tell you
That's the
something.
fucking lie.
Yeah, they're not like American women at all. Okay, so just pick one. Just pick anyone and go out there and that's the way to do it. Because it does not matter. Thinking you found the right one, the right one is any woman. Thinking you found it is wrong, and that's it. Anyways, we only talked about celebrity deaths.
Perfect.
Who cares? Give me 3 facts too while I'm at it.
Oh yeah, you want some facts?
I love Caleb's crazy facts, kernels, knowledge.
Did you know that the Nazis developed a drug cocktail that enabled soldiers to march 55 miles without rest?
Finally, facts about Nazis. That's what I was just thinking.
I knew you would like me. Yeah, exactly.
All of our facts should be about Nazis. The coolest group of, what's the word I'm looking for? They're like just a country fighting a war. There's these countries fighting war, and there's another country fighting a war, and that's it.
Just the people who love their country, honestly.
They wanted to protect their country economically and their shores and borders. And then I'm just saying, look at who owns the publishing companies that writes the books about these things. So anyways, and now I'm sure we use something like that now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure in the military for sure. I'm sure they give some stuff like that for sure. It was basically just a cocktail combination of like cocaine, meth, and oxycodone apparently. But yeah, I'm sure the U.S. Army does something. I think they actually do. I was reading the pilot who did the bombing mission for the recent thing that was dropped on Iran. They do something like that too. They give them something. I forget what it is, but it's basically meth. Yeah,
that's badass. That's cool and fun.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you gotta pee in a bag. There's no restroom, and they keep you up like 72 hours straight. I'm
sorry. Is this the Nazis or is this American?
This is the American military.
For what? Before you fly?
No. It would during the flight because it's like the planes come from here and they've got to fly like halfway around the world. So you've got to be up for a long time. It's got to fly all the way there and then come all the way back. And there's no restrooms aboard the plane at all. So you have to pee in a bag and you have to stay up for quite a while.
That's badass. You think they're just watching Netflix the whole time? And then they're like, It pauses. The Good Doctor.
Yeah, hold on. Pause. Happy Gilmore 2. We got to drop the bomb now. Okay.
Yeah. What are they doing?
Possibly,
Just flying? Autopilot?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I would imagine there's a lot of downtime where you're just fucking sitting there.
Playing all your cell phone and shit. These guys just playing Candy Crush.
Playing Flappy Bird.
That's cool. All right. That's great. Here's to our country and other famous countries that fought wars in the past.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Sticking
one thing.
with
No, that's one thing that I want to say about Ozzy Osbourne. People are also celebrating his death on Twitter and Blue Sky because he supported Israel. Sort of like, looks like the Prince of Darkness really is in hell. Take that, Zionist. Hulk Hogan, the only person I'm not seeing any hate for is the guy who murdered all the Chinese people and 20-pound chain guy.
Yeah, I guess they can get down with murdering Chinese people.
That's cool. That's a good fact. No one cares if you murder a Chinese. That's a pro to marrying one over a white woman. You can kill them.
Yeah, nobody will look into it. They'll be like,
gonna look into it.
Understandable.
I'll say Hulk Hogan did it. No one will bat an eye.
Yeah.
That's what he should have said. Oh, anyways, what's the next fact?
Sticking with the military theme, did you know that the U.S. Air Force once lost a nuclear bomb somewhere off the coast of Georgia?
Did we find it?
No, it has not been found.
Presumably someone has it, like, in their fucking garage, right?
Check this shit out. This is pretty sick, huh?
Look at this. Wait, how does someone from Georgia? No, Georgia. I'm Georgia. Joe. There we go.
I think you had it, yeah.
Something more like a southern something.
Yeah.
More
That's
like
exactly like that,
okay,
yeah.
I'm from Georgia. Look, come back here. Look at this.
Take a look at this.
What do you think this is?
What does that look like to you, Tommy?
It's like, what are you serious? Yeah, I found it. What year did they lose it?
This is 1958.
1958, I found it. And I couldn't quite make out
like
what it was.
Propane tank, sir.
It fell out of the sky. It's like, yeah, that's a nuclear bomb. And there's all this nuclear stickers on it and stuff, too.
Yeah.
Even having this in your garage is like, I put it next to this old Corvette car. Yeah, I see that.
I put my bed over it. I like to sleep under.
I sleep over it.
Skin is like peeling off.
You can see my rib cage pretty clearly. Unrelated, but I put it right here under my bed. It looks out this window that looks right down at, we've had it demolished since then, but there used to be a house that housed the slaves in it. And I like to look down in it and imagine that there's some slaves out there cold and, in just a pine wood house, starving, hungry and cold, and about to do a hard day's work the next morning. It's like, gee, all right, well, anyways, that's a nuclear bomb. We need to do something about it. And this is my 20-pound chain.
Radiation trifoil.
Yeah, that's those radiation and danger stuff on it. I'm going to presume this is a bomb, dude. It's like, well, you all right. You may date my Chinese daughter. It's like, thank God. A woman so different from American women.
Infinitely better and more slave-like than an American woman.
Yeah, right. We never found it? That's insane.
No.
It's probably just fell into the ground, right? And just sunk down.
Let's see. I'll read it for you. I looked it up.
I want to find
during a nighttime training during a nighttime training flight over Georgia, a U.S. Air Force B-47 bomber collided midair with an F-86 fighter. The bomber was carrying a 7600 Mark 15 hydrogen bomb. Concerned it might break off during an emergency landing, the crew jettisoned the bomb into the Warsaw Sound near Tybee Island, just south of Savannah, Georgia. Despite an intensive search by Navy and Air Force personnel, the bomb was never recovered and remains lost in mud and silt beneath Warsaw Sound. The device is often referred to as the Tybee bomb.
Immediately,
That's
some
basically
hillbillies had that shit in their truck. Bullshit. That's in there.
yeah.
Some mud and stuff. Yeah,
The
my
only
ass.
person who can get it out of the mud and silt was some old hillbilly.
They
I'll
got
get
it
it
before it
out
hit
for
the
you, no
ground.
problem, but you're not getting it back.
They were like, no, they probably got it when it's still sinking. They're like, George boy, jump in there. They have like some retarded like fucking.
Hey, John boy, wrap your hands around that.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw the 20-pound chain over it.
Some like inbred like guy with like face look head all misshapen and stuff that's super strong and shit. He's like, John boy,
hills have eyes,
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Before it hits the ground, it'll be too hard to get it up there. But go down there and see if you can fish that up for me. He's like, yeah, you got it, Papa. He just swam out, has it over his shoulder, and threw it in the back of the truck. And like, I think we could use this to maybe, I don't know, brew moonshine. Who knows what the fuck we
Heat
do?
our home.
Who knows what we do out here? We have slaves. We had slaves, and we drink moonshine, and who knows? That's pretty much it.
We have sex with each other,
and we have sex with our cousins. One more fact.
Did you know that there are no muscles in your fingers?
I did not. How's that possible?
Well, there you go.
Well, why do I get poked and it hurts then?
Oh, those are nerves, but like the actual things that allow your fingers to move, those muscles are in your hand and in your forearm. There are no muscles in the fingers themselves.
Wow. I thought muscles moved everything. So there's just bones and what?
There's bones and tendons, ligaments, fat, nerves, blood vessels.
No muscles.
No muscle, no.
How does that work? They're pretty articulate.
Well, you just have some tendons and ligaments that stretch into your hand and up your forearm, and then those connect
I get
to
it.
the
Tendons
muscle.
and stuff. I mean, come on, isn't a
Yeah,
tendon basically a
it's just like a string
muscle?
of cartilage. But yeah, it interacts with a muscle, yeah.
That one's pretty good. It's a good fact.
Yeah.
That one's easy to remember.
Sure, yeah.
But I'll tell
Losing
people
a
the
nuclear
Nazi
bomb is
one.
a pretty good one, too.
Yeah, losing a nuclear
Yeah,
bomb
the
in
Nazi
Georgia is
one.
great.
Do you know the Nazis used to
Do
do
you know
meth?
anything? Yeah. Hey, do you know anything about Nazis?
Yeah.
I got a fact for you, dude. I'm sure anyone who knows about Nazis
At a
though would know
party,
that
you
fact.
just have like 50 Nazi facts lined up.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, yeah, 50.
Want to hear something about the Nazis?
There's always people dressed up as Nazis, and the one time it's okay, and maybe not in Racing Ears, baby, but there was always like people dressed up like Nazis at the Santa Monica parade, the West Hollywood parade, during Halloween.
Really?
Always, every year I went, there's always someone dressed in like a super authentic Nazi uniform thing. People think
Very
it's
impressive.
funny. People think it's cool.
Yeah, of course, I'm sure they did, yeah.
I guess it's funny.
Very funny.
I mean, I don't really see funniness in costumes, I'm not like a visual funny guy, but
yeah.
it's kind of funny, I guess. Not really.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's funny that some people might get upset by it.
Or even want to dress up as it. Like, why are you doing that? It has to be because you like Nazis, right?
Either that or they're just trying to troll people.
I mean, those things look pretty
Rage
good
bait.
most times, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably, I mean, if it's a very authentic one, it's probably a lot of money to spend on a troll. Pretty dedicated troll.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good one. Anyways, new episode. If this episode comes out and the average view duration is longer than 42 seconds, which I can only hope, you can follow us at MACKYRATHOUSE. Listen to our catalog of episodes on Spotify or Acast or whatever. We're pretty much on all the streaming crap. Just type in the Macky Rap Podcast.
Mm-hmm. And if this episode resonated with you, blue sky us.
Yeah, send us a message on Blue Sky. Send us a pro-Nazi fact. on Blue Sky, and we'll know that you heard us on the podcast. You listen to podcasts. Anyways, we'll see y'all next week.